everybody. Hey Rose, how are you doing? It's good to see you. Happy Wednesday, right? Yeah. Hope everyone has had a nice week. Hey Boosted, how's it going? How's everything out in Arizona? I'm sure it's like 115 out there. It's going. That's good. Yeah, just for tonight and maybe tomorrow. I'm not sure. Actually, we don't need that Twitch badge up. There's a special universal Twitch badge that everybody can earn if they sub or gift a sub this season. Don't do it now. You won't earn it if you do it now. Do it while I'm playing the game. I don't have it categorized correctly. It's been hot. It's been hot here too. Literally like 2 miles from the ocean, and it was like 80 something today. It was smoking hot. But grateful to be inside. This is actually post the longest I have ever spent outside. Last night was night 7 in a row outside. You did have a storm come through this week, but it's like an Arizona storm, so it's like hot rain. Yeah, it was a lot boosted. It was humid. Oh yeah. Yeah, it was a lot of days outside. We also lost a wagon. Here, let me get the photos up. I'm not getting up to go grab it. It's over there, just broken. So, give me 1 second, you guys. Window capture, there we go. Do that first. Nope. Then go to my photos. So drag this up just a smidge. There we go. But yeah, that is the current status of. Yeah, it just broke clean off. As I took this photo, the little metal bar that wheel connects to was still inside of. I'll show you. I'm not bringing the wagon over. It's all busted. But there's a. How do I take this thing off? It fell off very easily. Should pop off easily. Gosh, there we go. Okay. Maybe I am gonna have to pick it up. There's like a metal bar thing in here that it like connects to, and that's where all the wheels. There's like a metal bar that goes into the thing, and the metal bar just literally popped right off. Like, yeah, everything just fell off. So, yeah, not a very fun day. This actually, let me wash my hands. That wagon is so dirty. But yeah, it was not fun, Rose. And the short answer is there is no pulling that thing around without a wheel. I made it probably 2.5 miles today, and it was very grueling work. There is not very much I can afford to lose. I need all of that. Um, yeah. Thanks, Boostin. I think I'm getting sick too. I don't know why I'm so congested tonight. Amazon has wagons. Amazon doesn't have spare wheels. That's what was hard. I am pretty easily. This just started like an hour or two ago. Yeah, we tried finding one with replaceable wheels. They're just so hard to find, and the dimensions are difficult. And yeah, sorry, I just closed that photo. So yeah, kind of a bummer. I mean, this isn't the first wagon that we've lost on this journey, by any means. But certainly not the news we're looking for right now. I need to be able to get around. I need to be mobile. This does not help me do that. Yeah, I don't know what to do. So we did an Amazon Basics one, was our first one. I think we can probably do that again. I say that because the Amazon Basics one is cheaper. But probably like 400 pounds. 350 probably the lowest. But somewhere between 400 and 425, I'd say. Between the suitcase and the Pelican case, that's easily 200, 250 pounds. I got the suitcase packed to the brim. It has been since day one. And then the Pelican case alone is 20 pounds, plus the things inside of it. The Xbox is pretty heavy and the cables add up. I also have the headphones, the controller, and it's the Elite Series 2 controller. This is not like a plastic controller. This is like a fully customizable. I can do a lot of things with it. I also have the case for this in there, so like all of my like attachments, like these, they pop off. So I can change the D-pad too. If I want to change the style, I have a different style available. I have 2 different styles available that I can change. So that's in here as well. That's in the Pelican case, and the headset, and then the capture card, and then I got yeah, and like on Heroes, like, you know, on a regular, this is a Microsoft controller. So this is like an actual Microsoft controller. The A button right here, which is pretty common usage, I have it set to this. This is A. And then for Marvel Rivals, the right click, this, and you can see even my thumb pads are different. So this one has like an actual groove on the edge, and it has a place where you can like actually get some grip. It's a little dirty because it's in my suitcase outside kind of all. And this one is a little flatter and smoother because I do different things with each one. So I've actually gone through 3 of these. I bought the warranty with it, used it twice, and they were like, yeah, you're done doing the warranty, buddy. As things are, that controller is actually broken, but still making it work. There's just a lot of stuff in there. And then the Aldi bag has like things that I use to sleep. If anyone remembers the first kind of early days of this process, I was sleeping on a set of bleachers with my dog, and all I had was my blanket, and bleachers tend to get cold at night. So I have things in the Aldi bag that make actually getting a little bit of sleep a little bit easier. I just have like some towels and things that I've picked up along the way, and I'm able to lay those down on the bleachers to help insulate myself from the metal. And that really kind of goes a long way in just allowing me to maybe feel a little more comfortable. And then because I have that, I also have like both the last wagon and the current wagon have like a foldable like cardboard floor that goes on the base of the wagon that you rest your things on because it folds up. I kept the one from the last wagon, and I take that and I just got a message, sorry guys. And I lay that down as well. So I got a couple different layers between towels and stuff so that when I lay down on the bleachers nowadays. And then I do sleep in an area where the police don't really want me to sleep. Like, it's in a community that isn't really tolerable of homeless. So like, the East Division of Long Beach Police Department kind of go around and clear out the park on a regular basis. So there's a spot in the area where I sleep in. I get there about an hour before the restrooms close, and I go into the restrooms and get, a couple of little wads of toilet paper from the restrooms, clean toilet paper. Like, I take the first layer off and then I do another layer on my hands. And then I go and I cleaned this section of the park benches so that I'm not like just straight dirt or wherever. But what's interesting is I actually sleep on where your feet would go on the bleachers, so that if anybody walks by me, they may not necessarily see me if they're not like looking from the side. So if you're walking on the back side of the bleachers and you just walk by, you won't know that I'm there. And that's by design. But what's funny is every time I go and wipe down the bleachers, there's always dirt. Always dirt. There's always something. It's around a baseball softball field, so there's always some kind of dirt. The last 2 nights, Monday night and Tuesday night, I went, got some clean toilet paper, fresh toilet paper, and I wiped down the area where people's feet would normally go, because that's obviously where my body goes, and I want that clean. And then I get like the sides of the bleachers where people would rest their feet, and then I will get the top. And I remember on Sunday night, it was like it wasn't that dirty, which was weird because they actually like had stuff going on. And Monday night and Tuesday night, I went to go clean it, and I did all of it with one, roll of wad of toilet paper or whatever. And it's white toilet paper, so you can see the dirt on it. And I looked at it when I was done, and there was like a little bit of gray on it. I was like, I have been sleeping here so long, so many nights in a row, that even when I disappear for the entire day, because I leave around, I left at 4:15 this morning because it took me so much longer to walk down the street. I normally leave at like 5:30. That between 5:30 and 10 p.m., no new collection of dirt or nastiness drifts onto that bleacher area. It's the same section. I know where to end, where to begin. Nothing. It was like no dirt. That's how long I slept outside last week. So after 4 or 5 days, you just don't even have to. Yeah. So, but the last 2 or 3 nights I actually slept, I would say. Yeah, I got some good rest for the most part. I mean, only about 5 hours worth. Woke up like 2 or 3 times in the middle of the night. Eventually you just get tired. You can kind of just go down wherever, I guess. I'm still on high alert. Anytime anyone like drives, the road next to me, or I hear voices, I'll perk up, wake up, and look around. I don't need people creeping up on me. But yeah, the wagon broke as we were getting to, as we were just getting to as I was just getting to the park, and it's just not the greatest end of my day. But it happens. This isn't our first time having a wagon break. The reality is, all these wagons we've been getting, we need it to fold up in case I need to get a lift somewhere. But all these wagons are built for going to the beach. They're not really built to be hauling around 400 pounds of whatever. They're meant for like 150, 200 pounds of beach crap and your kids' beach towels and maybe a Nerf football and you're good. So we're definitely pushing these things to the limit. I watched a YouTube video last year about a guy who makes, and he makes these, he's a welder, he makes basically pulling shopping cart things for homeless, but like they're metal and they close, they open and close, so you just go buy a normal padlock and then you got this thing that you can pull with handles, and it's like a metal box that you can put your things inside of so that you can lock them away and keep them safe. It is really neat. It's really cool too. A lot of ingenuity. That's for a person that isn't getting a ride anywhere though, because it doesn't fold up. It's kind of sort of large too. But a lot of ingenuity to go into keeping homeless people comfortable instead of helping get homeless people housed. I find that very interesting. That's, again, as a person who's extraordinarily appreciative of so much help that I've received, I can't help but notice that there's a lot of orgs out there, nonprofits and stuff, that are here to make homelessness easier. And I don't really think that's should be our objective. Like, I respectfully understand that there's some people that are just like schizophrenic and stuff. Like, that's, being homeless may just be their life. However, that doesn't have to be the case either. We could bring back state mental institutions and to avoid the problems that we were having the last time, maybe have some stewardship, a little supervision, little checks and balances so that people aren't being abused in those facilities or money is getting, pulled from all different directions. Like, I'm just saying, like, I think in our culture we're just accepting that homelessness is a part of our society, and I think that's the wrong mentality to take. This is something that's very easily beatable, I think. But unfortunately, other people feel different. Hi, Anne. How are you doing today? How's your week been? I'm sorry, guys. A little tired, it looks like. You're hot? Yeah, it's been really warm. I bet it was up in the high 90s for you out where you're at, huh? Today. Boosted, you don't have a VIP. Oh, you don't have a VIP because you're a moderator. That's right. 104? I'm sorry. I'm really sorry. That doesn't sound like a lot of fun. My summers are regularly like 110 to 115, so I definitely feel that. Yeah, 104 is pretty hot. You're moving to Chico, that's right, next month. That's your choice, and you can set it to redo every month. I don't know if you sub with Prime or sub with something else, but if you log in on your computer, it'll give you a lot more options, including to set up your reoccurring, if you choose. As I mentioned to everybody, I always suggest setting up your subscription stuff on your computer and not on your phone, especially if you're on an iPhone. It is $1 more. So it's 104 in Rockland, but it's 108 degrees cooler up the hill. Oh, but it's 10 to 8 degrees cooler up the hill. Gotcha. That's not bad. Rockland's a lot cooler than the valley too. Like, what was it in Rancho Cordova today? What was the high in Rancho Cordova? Cordova today. High today was 105 in Rancho Cordova as well. It's currently 92 up in Sacramento. Fuck that. I'll stay where I'm at. It is 8 p.m. There is no fucking way that it's 90 something degrees up in Sacramento still. Jesus Christ. You have hot right. That's not fun, Boostin. Jamie is on the East Coast. That cannot be fun this time of year. Oh, you get to suffer. Yeah. I'll take the California heat over being up in the Northeast where Jamie's at right now. She's having a visit. And it is so fucking humid up there in the Northeast. So humid. So it might be like 15 degrees cooler than what we get out here, but that humidity is just vicious. My favorite time to go to the Northeast is in the fall. I don't know what it is, but the weather up there in the fall is so nice. I agree, Ann. Yeah, humidity is just not cool. No one likes that humidity shit. Yeah. Yeah, yeah. Well, that's why everyone goes to Tahoe so much in July and August. It's actually really nice up there. The lake really just cools everything down. The snow's all melted, so you can go four-wheeling up in those areas. Obviously great boating and stuff. I know the lake's cold. Tahoe's a little bit colder, but yeah. Tahoe, great time in the summer to go visit. Great time to go visit in the winter if you're a skier, but hey Ponatella, it's great to see you. Seattle has the best summer. Seattle does have the best summers. If any of you have never been to Seattle in July or August, you are missing out on probably one of the best trips you could take. We never wanted to go to Seattle. We were in Seattle every 2 or 3 weeks because our department ran out of day one in downtown Seattle. Literally, Jeff Bezos' office was 25 feet from where I worked in my office in Seattle. No one ever wanted to fucking go to Seattle. It's just cold and rainy all the time, and you gotta bring a jacket with you. And most days we're just like getting on a plane at 6 a.m. at a LAX, landing up there, taking an Uber, and getting to the office by 9:30, 10. Like, that was kind of the routine, and then flying back same day. It's like, no one wants to do that. Once July and August gets here, we start fighting each other to take any event or, because we do screenings and stuff for the C-suites. We would always do a private screening for all of the executives of any big films that they wanted to see. And we'd fight each other to go up to Seattle. And my buddy would always lay it out. He would always go up there. He'd book his flight. Because you fly back for free. If you want to stay extra days, you gotta cover that. Corporate's not going to cover that. And he would always plan hiking trips and camping trips and stuff. And he'd literally be like, cool. He'd leave on Wednesday and we wouldn't see his ass until like next Monday or Tuesday. even though he was only going to work that Wednesday and Thursday, and then he was taking the Friday off to go party with his buddies. So yeah, Seattle is, that whole area, if you love getting out and hiking and stuff, it is such a fun area. You are absolutely right, Ponatella. And you had to tape up your daughter windows for her bunnies where the air conditioner is. Thank God really only lasts a couple of months here in the where it gets that. Yeah, you're right. Even living in downtown Long Beach, and the apartment that I got, the one bedroom apartment that Roxy and I lived in, we actually didn't have any air conditioning. And it was fine all year until around this time of year through usually early September. Just that 5 or 6 weeks was brutal. So I get that. You didn't go outside today, you was avoiding that. Yeah, you could have gone for a swim, Rose. You could have. I spent a lot of time over the last, 24, 25 days when I'm sleeping outside. During the days I'm spending in a lot of that Panera. Just got the Sips Club membership and just sit around and sip on my drink and enjoy the air conditioning and maybe get a little writing done, try to get a little work done. I've obviously edited some videos today. So I've been very fortunate that for the first 5 days, Wednesday through Monday, I actually didn't really have to go out in the sun when I was outside. Instead, but on Tuesday, so yesterday, I decided to go check out another place. It was a little bit of a walk. I was able to work out of there, and it was actually pretty nice. The internet was actually regular, standard, regular, normal internet. It's the first time I've seen good internet since May 2025. So I got to enjoy that yesterday. Got some offline clips that I was able to post today. Dealing with some haters on the YouTube side. I'm just starting to push back against some of these dipshits. If you're gonna open up your mouth, like, I'm gonna start pushing back. It's a video game. Why we all gotta be so negative too? But yeah, my 3 videos that I dropped for gaming content this week, I got 1.6k views on one, 1k view on another, and another 1k on. I'm not doing too bad, guys. I ain't doing too bad. It could be worse. Everyone's doing away with them. Yeah. This is just a really rough time in society. Just with people in general. I'm extra not doing well with them, but that's not something we're going to discuss this evening. I am trying to focus more on like this game that I have, this agreement with. Let's see if I can pull up. So we have this incentive event. Make this all smaller. So this is where like I go to like submit my work. And it's really interesting because it does track everything. This is the wrong one. This is the one I wanted. So it does track everything that I've submitted as far as work-wise goes into this program. But I wasn't able to get a lot out. I was only able to do these 3 this week because I haven't been streaming. And part of me was like thinking recently that I also didn't stream this last week, so I'm not going to get credit for streaming time. But part of me is like, man, I should really be focusing like 100% on that so I can start getting like paid from these people. But like, man, now I'm dealing with like stupid, idiotic comments on my gaming stuff. I'm actually better equipped to deal with this bullshit than I am to deal with people attacking me over personal shit. Um, but like, we live in a weird time in society where it is way too prevalent to come across somebody that's more interested in tearing you down than building you up. It's extraordinarily disappointing. And yeah, and I mean, like today, everyone was trying to. I dropped like some funny videos, very funny, goofy videos. Um, can I just go to my fucking channel? I don't want to go to YouTube Studio. So, oh, I can't play it because I put licensed music inside these videos. Um, I was gonna play you guys some videos, but like this video right here with the 962 views, this is the one I just put up a few hours ago. No! Don't play. Don't play. I can't have you play. Get off my channel. Get off my channel. Thank you. I can't have that play. Uh, somebody like dropped in the comments like you're in a bot lobby. And here's what's interesting is I'm not, but like people like to intentionally come in and drop those types of stupid ass comments inside your video to try to pull away from your video and pull attention away. The system can and does register like negative comments. Um, so it's hi Julia, it's great to see ya. I'm so thank you so much for your help last week, Julia. I forgot to message you. I was not in a great spot. I really appreciate your help. I did eat a little bit today, yes. Sorry, I couldn't play. I can't play that video for you guys because I put licensed music in that video. But the video's up. You can go look at it. And like, I had this other video too. Again, I won't play it. This one's kind of funny. Like, this was a funny Thor video. And it has 1.5k views, so clearly other people thought it was funny too. But like, I literally had someone come on and like accuse me of being a troll. And I'm like, dude, like, this was like a funny thing that I did. And I did it for like 20 seconds and then I played the rest of the game with my team. Like, so don't try coming in here and trying to say that like I'm like this toxic person when I'm not. Like, you're just doing that to try to, you know. Yeah, people just do that because they'd rather detract from your attention. They know that the algorithm tracks positive versus negative comments. So, like, literally a negative comment on YouTube can tank your entire video. It'll just stop. If you have large traffic and large following, you'll be fine. But if you're a young creator, 1 or 2 negative comments will just completely tank the algorithm from working for you. If you respond, it does give you a small boost because it assumes people will want to see some of the dialogue in the traffic. But I don't know, I'm starting to push back sometimes. Like, I've just got one guy that's left 2 or 3 negative comments and I'm like, dude, like, why are you coming over here and trolling me? Like, I recognize it takes a few hours to put these shorts together. I don't go around harping on other creators who are trying to produce this content, so like, that's not something I do. And yeah, it's tough. He's gotten threats. I've gotten threats. Yeah. And you may not know this. I used to break cards for a card shop a long time ago. Let me see if I can find these photos. Um, but I used to no. I used to break cards at this business. This is the day that I was going away. I actually forgot about that comment from Kane. Um, and that's actually not a lie, by the way. I am the reason that there's a bar at that establishment. I used to do a thing where if I pulled a card that was valued over $500, I would do a shot for everybody. Um, it ended up not being a very good marketing tactic because I broke on Monday and Thursday nights and some Saturdays. Um, and on Monday and Thursdays, I have work the next day. Like, and it was whenever if I was like on the road, I obviously wasn't going to be showing up. But like, yeah, on Monday and Thursday nights, I'd go break here, and then we'd end up doing like 5 or 6 shots of whiskey, and I'm like, fuck, this is like a Saturday night kind of thing, not a. So we had to like start a limit where I would only do 3 a night. So the first 3 cards over 500, and that was going to be maxed out. But then the sales started tanking because people wanted to buy expensive boxes. Because like you can just buy an expensive box knowing that there's going to be at least one expensive card that comes out, and you'll get to watch me take a shot. So he turned his Discord into a business in some form, and they tried to troll a server. Yeah, and so I've been through all of that when I was doing this kind of stuff. We used to have a lot of people in here. Do I have one where it shows all the people? No. Does anyone remember Tua Tagovailoa? I pulled his 1/1 Superfractor out of Panini Prism. And like everyone fucking lost their shit when I did that. I forgot about this. But you see how expensive boxes are? Flawless NBA, which is like a high-end tier product. We have 10 spots available for $1,200 a piece. Guys, I was selling a $12,000 box. As a random gamble, you might get something and you might not. And you want to hear what's crazy when I was doing this? I would do that 5 or 6 times a night. This is not even a part-time job. I was just helping out a small business owner that I really liked and enjoyed spending time with. That's all it was. He would give me some credit, and I would get some boxes for myself, and I would open up boxes for myself at home. But I did this for just a very, very long time. I went back to this when money got tight, but some stuff went out. But come on, where's an example of like a really, really full room? No, that ain't it. Oh no, this was funny. Seabless has acquired Mikey from the bullpen for 1 John Morant young Dolphin base card and cash considerations. That was pretty funny too. Because I announced when I was going to be leaving, so we did like this whole massive night where everyone came to say goodbye. So yeah, it was damn, you're quitting the pen. RIP to the greatest baseball prospector to ever break. Yeah, that's what I was known for, was prospecting baseball kids. So I even put my old personal IG up there and let everyone come. I don't. That's still not my personal IG anymore. I've deleted that account. But there's a lot of people. I knew a lot of people at that place. I used to be kind of a big deal, guys. So during the pandemic, I was losing my fucking mind and had tough nights. But you made life better alongside everyone else at the pen. See, that's the comments that I wanted to see. Why can't I have more of that shit on my YouTube and on my TikTok shit? Like, that's the kind of comment we want to see. Boosting people up. So, yeah, I made a lot of friends doing that, but definitely it was time to kind of leave that behind. But any other fun, cool comments? Wish you luck in your future endeavors. Yeah, we can do better than that. But yeah, I had a lot of fun doing that. We used to have about 200 or 300 people in there every night. I get up to 500. I've been over 1,000 many, many times while I've been doing that. But what was interesting is all that traffic kind of went to the business page. But what's interesting is when I started there, it was a few months after my wife made the official move out here to LA. And she had a new job, she was making friends, and I was like, yo, like, you can't be that guy. You can't be that guy that's like, no, I want to spend all my time with you because that's what I want. So they'd have like they'd do something on Thursdays, and then on certain Fridays, they would have stuff going on. So when I was in town, I wasn't traveling, it's like, well, what the fuck do I do with my time? And so what started out as just like, I would hang out at the shop, and then one day the owner of the shop was just like, hey, like, you want to turn on the camera on the phone and just hang out and see if you can sell something? And I was like, sure. And so for the first like 3 or 4 months of like spring, summer 2018, I just turned on the camera for him and just like, I'd talk to people and just hang out, and we'd talk sports and oh, sounds good, Boostins. I'm gonna end here in a little bit. He's at the store, nice. And then come back at 9 p.m. to play some games. Like I said, I'm a creator for that game, and I gotta make. They reworked Black Widow, Natasha Romanoff, and then they have a new character that I have to play. So I'll be back on tonight doing all that, even though I'm exhausted and want to go to sleep. Going back to my story, yeah, I just turned on the camera and just like, it was like 10 to 20 people at first, and then over the course of the next 3 or 4 months, I was just doing that casually, and it grew into like 40 to 50. And then one day he's like, hey, like, I'm trying to make this more of a thing for my shop. Like, I can't do it all the time. Right now it's just me. Another guy is kind of helping out here and there in the same way you are. Would the two of you like to put your heads together and maybe sit down and like, I know you travel a lot, could we figure something out? And I was like, yeah. And I committed to a couple nights a week. And then I think I committed to every other Saturday too. I was like, yo, I really got to spend time with my wife, but like, yeah, I'll make time. And I think we got to like every other Saturday at one point. And then it turned into, what was an afternoon thing, it turned into me breaking on Instagram Live from 8 to 2 a.m. 2 nights a week. So I was working an extra 12 plus however many hours over at the shop, just like, yeah. And I ultimately left because I was trying to save my marriage, and then I came back and left because of other reasons, but that's how I know that I can make this work, because I did it there. It's what gives me a little confidence. I just gotta get healthy. I probably must at some point get back into sports. I don't know how to do that though. But that's how I know that I'll eventually be successful, is all of that experience. And I did that for years. It wasn't. So yeah, 2018, that spring is when I kind of started, and then I left in December of 21. Came back in January of 24 for a little while. What's the title again? What title? Of the game that I play, Marvel Rivals? Oh, the card shop. So the card shop was Bullpen LA. Um, they're still around. They're still around. They're just in El Segundo now instead of in my old neighborhood. They were in my old neighborhood where I used to live. Um, and then yeah, but it was, you can find their Instagram page. It's just called Bullpen LA. And then I had a separate card page. Um, completely separate card page. Um, I thought I had an image of my. Maybe I don't. I used to make these when I used to do that. This is not going to be of crazy interest to any of you guys. But I used to make these for all of my followers. I had several thousand. I don't have it anymore, Boostin. Correct. So I would make these for everybody, and it would basically be a talk about, these are all kids that are being drafted at like 16, 17, 18 years old or picked up in the international draft. And then we would highlight them here so that people could learn a little bit more about them. This is something I would make. I made this, all my design. And then when the cards would come out, you would go hunt for these. These are my cards that I used to have in my collection. So you would go hunt for cards like these. These are what's called first Bowmans. So you try to hunt for the autograph cards, and you can get like these. This green one, this Nick Swiney card, is at a 99, so there's only 99 of that green card signed by him. And so I would do a lot of this. So these are cards that come out for players years and years before they ever even make their MLB debut. Most of these guys do eventually make it to the MLB if they get, not all of them. Patrick Bailey, he was just the catcher for the Giants. He just got traded away a few months ago. I had a lot of his first stuff. Yaro Pomares, he's actually with the Chicago Cubs now. Deshaun Knowles actually ended up being a pretty decent prospect. Casey Schmidt is actually a player for the Giants right now. This was about 2.5, 3 years before he made his MLB debut. These are the cards. Trey Turner. Everyone knows who Trey Turner is. Pretty popular player. Pretty good shortstop. Trey Turner. That's his first Bowman from 2014. I sold this for thousands. And I got it for like $150. But these are the things that people are trying to look for. I'd sell these online and on eBay and stuff, make a lot of extra money. I paid for vacations with a lot of this stuff. So a lot of, they do have rookie cards and stuff that'll come out too. But this is what I was into. So this is what I would share with the community. And I made a lot of people a lot of money. I did. I mean, this was not even like a side job either. This was like this was just something for fun. But yeah, I did this for a long time. I'm trying to see if I have any like big ones. I mean, I know I have a lot of like, but this is like all of what I did, guys. This is what I was into. All of what I did was collect these types of cards. This guy's not a good human being. And I made a lot of money. Alec Thomas. You know Alec Thomas, Alicia? He's on the D-backs. It just says a box of old baseball cards. Do not send them to me, Boostin. You want to know why? They're worth kindling. Burn them. Do not send me anything. I don't want to see them. I'm telling you right now, your sister's baseball cards are Just throw them in the fucking trash. I don't mean say that to be rude. I'm saying that to save everybody time. Turn it back on. Boyfriend is working still. Yeah, you probably will. Yeah. It's okay, Anne. It's a very niche hobby. I collected as a kid. I sold all my collection. Your brother's collecting cards, yeah. I just came back because I needed something to do. I was like making good money, and it's like, well, I don't need to be saving and being all stressed and yada yada yada. Like, let's go do something fun and make some money. But yeah, it's a very niche market. I left for a number of reasons. One was the market was hyperinflated, so hyperinflated. Night, Julia. Hope you have a good night. Are you working tomorrow? I might be around during the day online. We'll see. But it's a hyperinflated market. There was a lot of pump and dumping going on. So a lot of people collecting a lot of the same cards from the same player, hoarding them so it creates the illusion of scarcity, and then releasing them back out into the wild at their own cost. And that's not appropriate. Working. I'm sorry, Julie. I hope you have a good day at work, though. Maybe catch up with you tomorrow night if I get a chance. But yeah, I collected all of these cards. It was definitely something that I was a big fan of. Oh, here's one. This one I sold for so much fucking. I can't even tell you how much money I sold this card for. I don't remember. This is Ronald Acuna Jr.'s. It's a rookie card from his rookie year, but it's an image variation, meaning it's just a random different photo in the set. Yeah, me too, man. I'm really tired. I think I sold this card for probably $1,200, $1,300. But yeah, there's a lot of really cool stuff that I was able to collect. I met some cool people. I was able to help a lot of other people out. I think everyone here knows Chris Bryant, right? Chris Bryant? Everybody? That's his 2014 first Bowman card. I actually sold this right before he got traded to the Giants. So it was like his peak value as a Chicago Cub. I think I bought this card for $200 and I think I sold it for like $600. This is not like I didn't get this card graded. I didn't pull this card out of a box myself. But I did have some bangers. Everyone knows this guy, Buster Posey. I had a lot of Buster Posey cards. I had a lot of Brandon Crawford cards. I had multiple Buster Posey autographers, Bowmans. This Yankee guy. Yeah, I had a lot of stuff. We're not going to get too deep into this because you guys don't know a lot about this stuff. But I used to be involved in this market heavily. Oh, Mike Trout. That's a gold card out of 50. And then this was cool. Somebody came in on a live one night and they were like, I want to open up something rare. And I was like, dude, we got like some 08, 09, like Bowman Sterling. Like it's basically like an off-brand kind of thing. And here's the thing. When you're opening that kind of stuff that's really, really old, it's either really, really cheap or really, really expensive. And if it's really, really expensive, it means that there's a chase card in there that you want to try to get. This photo was taken on February 19th, 2020. Okay. So over 6 years ago, out of a box that was over a decade old, I want to say I charged this guy close to $8,000 for this box. And he was only looking for one thing. And not only did he get it, but this is a gold refractor out of 50. So he paid $8,000 for a box, and he basically this card's value was like, I'd probably say around 20, 25 at the time. I don't know what it's worth now. Way, way less now because the market's dropped. But anyway, that's the last of that album. But yeah, we did a lot of that kind of stuff, and I made a lot of people happy. Just and when I say making a lot of people happy, they're all gambling addicts. Clearly, they all need to go see a therapist. And instead of seeing a therapist, they were spending their nights hanging out on Instagram with me. So, but yeah, it was a cool moment, I think, in my life. Like you had mentioned, Rose, I got to meet a lot of really cool people. What is going on? I just had to force quit that photo thing. There we go. Trying to make my computer cool off. Oh, no worries, Boostin. Some cards I'd pull out of boxes, and some cards I would buy on eBay. There's kind of a process. The raw card, meaning just the card itself, isn't really worth a ton. You have to submit them in for grading, and this is another reason why I left the industry. There's only two prominent grading companies, Beckett and PSA. PSA being the most prominent. Most people recognize that white and purple authentication thing. When I was in the hobby in 18, 19, and early 2020, you could just get a card and be like, oh, okay, cool, I want to send these in to get them graded, and you'll get a grade back. The card is either a 10, a 9, an 8, or whatever. If it's 10, it's perfect. But it tells you the centering, it tells you everything about the card that people may want to know. And they can also authenticate the autograph just to make sure that other collectors who are purchasing from you feel a sense of validation with what you're selling them is valid. I used to buy raw cards that I'd find on eBay, usually based off of the player and the series type. So like Topps Chrome is a very prominent sports baseball card series that most people are familiar with. So like Topps Chrome is really popular. Bowman, I just showed you guys, and then I would take them, examine them myself, and if I felt that they were good enough, I would send them in to get graded. In 2018, 2019, and 2020, doing that would cost like $12 a card. You have a chance to triple or quadruple your investment just when you get it back, and it would take about 30 days. They are so backlogged with things. They are backlogged years. My ex-wife is going to receive cards at our old address. I left collecting in 2021. I have not collected since 2021. That's how backlogged they are. So you no longer have the option of, hey, I'm going to do this and pay $10 and, like you can't do that anymore. And it used to just be you going through and making the effort. That was the gateway to making a return on your investment. Now to skip the line, they want to charge you like $100 and $150. So you're really only going to do it for a card of extreme value. And correct, completely ruined it, Jay. So I just completely left it behind. I think that there's better ways to make money than, sports, Pokemon, everything. PSA's based down here in Southern California, and they're backlogged for years. Years and years and years. It's absolutely wild. And what makes it even worse is I would only send in cards that were worthy of being sent in. I already closed the photo album thing, but this card is definitely, it's in good condition. There's no scratches on it. It's centered. I do remember NFTs. They're still around too. They have their own little corner niche. Jay, it's wild. Um, yeah, it really was crazy. I just didn't want to be a part of that. I don't think that's a good way to do business. I didn't feel like going to card shows and having to like upsell people on the card and what the value is going to be. And I don't know what the value of the card is going to be in a couple of years. This kid could be back in the minor leagues in a couple of years. I don't know. Like, I don't want to sit here and lie to you. I'm just not that personality. You know, I'm just a little bit too honest, a little bit too kind-hearted, I think, for that kind of shit. So, I mean, I made some good money just selling on eBay, working out deals with buddies and stuff at card shows. We'd always hang out and work something like, but it just wasn't, yeah, it wasn't my thing, man. So, guys, I'm gonna take a little break here in a few minutes. But yeah, anyone have anything fun going on tomorrow? I'm gonna stay in one more night. Let's see it. Um, oh my gosh, 7 nights in a row. That was brutal. Yeah, I don't think at any point in time, I know for a fact since I've been doing live streams on TikTok and here, I've never done 7 nights in a row. Studying tomorrow, nice, Ann. Well, hopefully I'll catch up with you a little more tomorrow, and I'm going to do some streaming tonight of some Marvel Rivals. I know that's not everybody's thing. And just a reminder for the next like week or two, you guys, I'll just show you the image right now so you guys are aware of it. If I'm streaming Marvel Rivals, so not right now, and you subscribe or you gift a sub to somebody in the community on my channel, you will get this Jubilee chat badge, and you can add this so like on your image or whatever. Oh yeah, I will try to take a little bit of time, man. I will, but this is important. So you can get this to add, and it's universal. You can add it to any of your chat or whatever. But this is a fun little thing that they're doing this month. So I want to. Oh crap! I have to resize that the right way. One sec. It has to be the same size as the other thing. It needs to be smaller. A little bit smaller. That look about the same size? I think that's about the same size. I think we're good. But I want to give people in the community an opportunity to try to get that if they want to. So we'll do that tonight and tomorrow. I need to get content. But dude, that's crazy that I've been on here. Dude, I mean, I've been pretty consistent. I've had like weeks off and stuff. I mean, that's bound to happen with me not being great. But man, like, I've been streaming on Twitch now since May of 2025. I'm over the year mark. Rose, I'm just going to take a 10-15 minute break. I'm really just going to go to the bathroom. And you just subscribe or gift a sub to somebody while I'm playing that game. Yeah. Yeah, you should boost it. That really is the best way for everyone to do it, is just to attach their Amazon and Twitch accounts and just take the free one. But yeah, so I don't know if you have to resub before the 24th, because it's only available until the July 24th. You never figured it out. I would have to like do a tutorial maybe one night, or I can send you. There's a little help thing on Twitch that will tell you how to do it, but yeah, I want to give people a chance to get the Jubilee badge. It's cool that they're making it an X-Men. I do appreciate that. It's fun. So, but yeah, I'm just gonna take a 10-minute break. I do have to recycle everything. I have to reset the stream for Marvel Rivals. Right now, it's obviously set for us to chat and visit. Otherwise, I don't get credit. For those that like maybe aren't aware, I'm like a part of a program. I think I've kind of covered this pretty thoroughly with everybody, but I'm a part of this program, so I do make content in like a more official capacity for them. So I'm trying to make sure I stay on top of my activity and doing my part so that I can start getting paid down the road here. That's the dream, right? So see you good soon, and take care. Have a good night. Your Bethesda. That's funny. I think I have like all my Call of Duty stuff. Because I do get the drops and stuff. Yeah, take care, and you too. I do try to take all the drops, Jay, from all my games. So whenever I have a new game account, like, I try to get that in. You know what I'd love to do is, if I could get, if anyone gives me a gift card, I'll probably do this, but I want to do Assassin's Creed Black Flag Resynced. Oh my gosh, it looks so good. It looks so fucking good. I love that game. Assassin's Creed 3 and Assassin's Creed Black Flag, those games do not get enough love from the overall gaming community. I think those are the two best Assassin's Creed games. But they just released Resynced like a few weeks ago, and I'm drooling over the content that I'm seeing. But the problem is, if I start playing that right now, my stuff with Marvel Rivals will all take a hit, and I need to get paid. So, but yeah, I'm just gonna take a little 10-15 minute break, reset everything, and then I'm gonna be right back on playing some games, chit chatting. I am trying. Black Widow got reworked. She's a completely new character. They basically made her into Ashe from Overwatch. So they took her from like a really, really challenging character to learn to now she's like the easiest character in the game to learn. So I'm going to take a look at her rework, and then I'm going to check out Jubilee. I have not played any Jubilee matches yet. And I need as much Jubilee content as I can, because that's the assignment this month. So, but yeah, I'm just going to take a quick breather here. I like to separate this for everyone, give everyone a chance to come in and say hi. But I know some of you might pop your heads back in, so it'd be cool to see you guys. I'm going to stay on as long as I can stay awake. So hopefully at least an hour, if not longer. I need content. I need content so bad. I have no content since the new season started on Friday. So, but yeah, I'll be back in just a few for anyone that's still hanging out. I'm gonna get some rest tonight, guys. I'm really looking forward to some sleep. So, and yeah, so boosting easy. Rose, maybe I'll see you guys here in a little bit. Ponytail, if you're still here, I don't know what your plans are. Get some rest. I will boost it. I appreciate you. But yeah, I'll be back in a little bit for anyone that's still awake, and we'll I'll try to do this tomorrow, guys. We're not gonna keep the energy up, so yeah, guys, catch up soon. Take care for those of you guys going to bed. Night.
A lot has changed since we last spoke. Life's been good to you, and I see that you're with someone new. Maybe you are better off now that you're with him. But when I see your face, I can't stop myself from spiraling. Now I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling, I'm falling down. 'Cause I can focus when you are around. But I will try my best to carry on without you like you've done. Though I'm lost and out of breath, I will carry on without you like you've done. But I'm not over you. I'm not over you. I'm not over you. Yeah, my heart belongs to you. I'm not over trying to see it your way, to figure out why you left. I know that I have done some things I do regret, and I don't blame you for leaving. I might have done the same, but it doesn't make it easier anyway. Now I'm falling, around. But I will try my best to carry on without you like you've done. Though I'm lost and out of breath, I will carry on without you like you've done. But I'm not over you. I'm not over you. I'm not over you. Yeah, my heart belongs to you, 'cause I'm not over you. But I will try my best to carry on without you like you've done. Though I'm lost and out of breath, I will carry on